Have you ever wondered if animals have moral value? This is a question that has been debated for centuries, and one that still sparks controversy today. Some believe that animals are simply resources to be used by humans, while others argue that they have inherent value and deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. In today's video we'll explore the philosophy behind this, and what the science says. But before we do, remember to subscribe for more philosophical and scientific content. Animal testing is one example of how animals are used as resources by humans. Although this practice has led to significant medical advancements, it raises ethical concerns about the treatment of animals. Many argue that animals used in testing suffer greatly and that their lives should be valued just as much as human lives. Factory farming is another example of how animals are used for human consumption. While these animals are raised for the purpose of providing food, they are often kept in inhumane conditions and subjected to cruelty. This raises questions about the ethics of using animals for food and whether or not we have a moral obligation to treat them with respect and compassion. On the other hand, there are those who argue that animals have inherent value and deserve to be protected. Wildlife reserves and conservation efforts are examples of how we can work to preserve animal populations and protect their habitats. These efforts recognize the value of animals and their role in the ecosystem. And then there are our pets. Many of us consider our pets to be members of our family, and we treat them with love and respect. But what about other animals? Do they deserve the same consideration? Animal sanctuaries provide a home for animals that have been abused or neglected, and offer a chance for them to live out their lives in a safe and caring environment. These sanctuaries recognize the value of animals and provide an alternative to the use of animals for human gain. So, do animals have moral value? The answer to this question depends on who you ask. But one thing is clear: animals are sentient beings that can experience pain, pleasure, and a range of emotions. As such, they deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. But if animals deserve to be treated with respect and dignity, why is it okay to eat some animals but not others? For example, in many cultures it is acceptable to eat cows and pigs, but not dogs or cats. If we can love our dogs and cats and find it disgusting to eat them, why is it okay to eat other animals? One answer to this question may lie in the way we view different animals. Some argue that we have a cultural bias towards certain animals, based on their perceived intelligence or emotional capacity. For example, many people consider dogs and cats to be intelligent and capable of forming emotional bonds with humans, which makes it difficult to justify eating them. However, this same argument could be applied to pigs and cows, which are also intelligent and capable of forming social bonds. Another factor that may influence our views on the moral value of animals is culture. In some cultures, it is acceptable to eat animals that are considered taboo in other cultures. For example, in some parts of the world, it is common to eat insects, while in other parts of the world, this is considered disgusting. Similarly, in some cultures, it is acceptable to eat dogs, while in other cultures, dogs are considered to be companions and are not to be eaten. So, does culture influence our moral values when it comes to animals? It's worth considering that our cultural beliefs and practices are not fixed and can change over time. For example, in some cultures, it was once considered acceptable to own slaves, but now this is widely recognized as morally wrong. Similarly, attitudes towards animal rights may also shift over time as our understanding of the complex relationships between humans and animals evolves. It's also worth noting that scientific research has shed light on the health implications of consuming animal products. Studies have shown that diets high in animal products are associated with a higher risk of heart disease, cancer, and other chronic illnesses. In contrast, plant-based diets have been linked to lower rates of these same diseases. This has led some to argue that reducing our consumption of animal products is not only beneficial for animal welfare, but also for our own health and the health of the planet. While the decision to consume or not consume animal products is a personal one, it's important to consider the evidence and make an informed choice. By supporting sustainable and ethical practices in agriculture, we can work towards a future where animal welfare and human health are both prioritized. In the end, the question of whether animals have moral value is a complex one with no easy answer. However, one thing we can agree on is that animals are sentient beings that deserve to be treated with compassion and respect. Whether it's through supporting animal sanctuaries, reducing our reliance on animal products, or simply treating our pets with love and care, we can all do our part to ensure that animals are valued and protected. So the next time you encounter an animal, whether it's a beloved pet or a wild creature in its natural habitat, take a moment to appreciate its inherent value and the important role it plays in our world. Together, We can work towards a future where animals are treated with the dignity and respect they deserve. Thank you for watching.